Boundless presence. Some people find it hard to accept love, even though love is something we all want deep down. It sounds strange, but there are reasons why some of us take steps to avoid getting into loving relationships. The answer lies in our childhood experiences. How willing we are to accept love as adults depends a lot on what our early experiences with love and affection were like when we were little kids. In simple terms, we can only easily accept being loved if, when we were children, the process of loving and being loved felt safe, reliable, and kind enough. Some of us didn't have that positive experience of love. Maybe the person we wanted love from became ill or depressed when we were young. Or maybe they went away, got a new family, or focused more on a younger sibling at a time when we really needed their love and attention. Perhaps a parent was always working at the office or locked away, unavailable. Or they had an unpredictable temper that made us feel we were never good enough for their love. Without realizing it, these kinds of experiences taught us to become independent and self-protective. We learned that it wasn't safe to trust other people. We escaped into books, animals, music, or video games instead of relying on human connection. So even though we still longed for love, our ability to handle real, close relationships got impacted. We told ourselves we wanted intimacy, but deep down we were making sure we'd never truly risk finding it. The idea of being that vulnerable, that open and exposed to another person's ability to make us happy was just too scary based on our childhood experiences. Our personalities formed in a guarded, armored way to protect us. For those of us who learn to be scared of love, we tend to sabotage any relationships we get into without even realizing it. We pick partners that the relationship can't really work out with long-term, like people from other countries or who are already married. We beg for love from people who we unconsciously know can't or won't give it to us. Then we constantly complain they don't love us properly, when the bigger fear is that they actually might. We look for any little flaw or reason why this new person isn't quite right. They're late sometimes, or don't exercise enough, or aren't creative enough. We'll find an excuse for why they can't quite meet our needs, so we don't have to risk them meeting our needs. If we do get into a relationship, we master the skills of distance management. Just when things could get truly happy and close, we'll create a problem or chasm. We'll have an argument, ruin a nice occasion, suddenly get very busy with work, hang out more with friends, forget about important things like paying bills, get extra focused on our appearance, or start finding others attractive. In small and big ways, we'll subtly lower the relationship's mood, destroy some trust, worry our partner about our reliability. Not enough to fully end it, but enough to make sure it never feels completely safe, secure, and truly bonded. Our friends may feel sorry for our bad luck in relationships, but the truth is we've developed an impressive talent for romantic sabotage somewhere along the way. If this sounds familiar, the key is having some compassion for ourselves. Our tendencies today are connected to the real hurts and broken bonds we had with parents or caregivers in childhood. We're not acting this way because we're bad people. We've just been very badly hurt. So we learn to never depend on anyone again, to always hold something back in relationships. Once we understand that our skills at independence and self-protection originally developed as ways to cope with unstable or unavailable loved ones when we were little, we can see those strategies have outlived their purpose now. The idea of being truly, vulnerably happy is still immensely scary based on our past. But we can work on admitting that the real drive behind our distancing or rejecting behaviors is fear, not logic. Rather than simply dismissing new partners, we can get in touch with the more uncomfortable truth that we're tempted to push them away because we're terrified they could finally put us in that position of tremendous openness and deep, boundless contentment. And that has simply never happened to us before. With patience, self-understanding, and taking it one small step at a time, we can slowly unlearn the childhood lessons that forced us to become the supervisor of our own romantic sabotage. We can open ourselves to risking the love we've always wanted, just never before allowed ourselves to accept. Thanks for watching Boundless. See you in next video.